Okay, are we ready? Okay, thanks everybody. The students know my name is Dawn Magnuson. I'm a director of student affairs for the University of Colorado PT program. I do not have a voice that carries, and so I have helpers that help me get everyone's attention. So thank you all so much. So good afternoon and welcome to the White Coat and Oath Ceremony for the University of Colorado Physical Therapy Program Class of 2028. Woo! We are honored to share this important milestone that formally marks the beginning of your professional journey. And many thanks to those of you who have joined in person and via Zoom to celebrate this special occasion. To the class of 2028, in just a moment, you'll recite an oath, an opportunity to publicly profess your commitment to our professional values and code of ethics. The oath is a subtle but powerful moment of transformation. It reflects your readiness to foster a professional identity comprised of more than just knowledge and skill. Becoming a health professional also requires compassion and humility and a commitment to meeting the health needs of society. You will also receive a white coat or pin, important symbols steeped in rich meaning and tradition. They represent the promise you make today in upholding the highest standards of professional conduct, respecting the inherent rights of all people, caring for others with empathy and compassion, acting with integrity, and embracing lifelong learning. Health can be defined in many ways, but one that has always resonated with me is the definition published by members of the European region of the World Health Organization. They define health as a resource for everyday life that reflects one's physical capacities within the context of their personal and social environment. Under this definition, our ability as physical therapists to optimize movement becomes an essential strategy for improving the health of patients and the health of society. As doctors of physical therapy, you will be integral members of the healthcare team, working alongside physicians, nurses, and other health professionals to provide holistic, person-centered care. At this point, I would like to welcome to the podium Dr. Michael Harris Love, Associate Dean of Physical Therapy Education and the Joanne Posner-Meyer Endowed Chair of the Physical Therapy Program.
Thank you, Dr. All right, hello. So I'm curious, how many are first-gen students who are with us today? Can I raise your hand? All right, so quite a few. Yeah, so we definitely had you in mind when this program first came about. This program was an email in Dr. Burning's inbox in 2017, and it was later a 42-page document on my desk in 2020. And now it's what it is today, thanks to the students, the faculty, the leadership here who put their heart and soul to make this a great program. So thank you for having confidence in us and joining us in our program today. So I want to talk a little bit about the oath. And it's never a bad time really to talk about an oath, right? I mean, if you're a longtime sports fan, maybe you've been critical of the Philadelphia Rush techniques, or if you just look at politics, for instance, then you might want to, ask yourself a hard question or think about a hard truth. And that's that not everything that is legal or permissible is ethical. And so as you go about your career, I want you to think about your practice and understand that the laws that guide us and the policies that might be in your clinic, it represents the floor. It doesn't represent the ceiling. And so that's an important point to consider as you move forward. And it's also critical to know that while you have a lot of high hopes and dreams for the profession, you might be faced with some critical situations. Keep in mind that the field you're in broadly, healthcare, is really something that is at the intersection of society's best interests in serving others and commerce. And that's always a tension that you're going to have to navigate. So you may be in challenging circumstances that might have to deal with billing. You might be in a circumstance where the quality of care is not quite what it needs to be. And in those moments, you're going to realize that the profession isn't built on policy or rules. The backbone of the profession lies in your integrity. And we hope and trust that you'll take that charge seriously as you move forward. And so as we think about the oath today and some of the principles that undergird it, I'd like to affirm that with my colleague and friend, Dr. Dan Malone, who will talk to you about it today. And just a brief word about Dan. He's a longtime professor at the University of Colorado Physical Therapy Program. He is an educator, a scholar, a researcher and a trusted colleague, and he's also past president of the cardiovascular and pulmonary care section of the APTA, and his work continues to inform how we manage oncology-based fatigue in clinical settings. So it's my pleasure to welcome your director of this program at UCCS, Dr. Dan Malone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Really nice to be here. So you're going to hear about today being a milestone over and over again. So today is a milestone. It is a celebration of you, the class of 2028. This white coat ceremony and pinning ceremony symbolizes your formal entry into our physical therapy profession. This moment comes with responsibilities, ethical considerations, and compassion that is expected of all clinicians. This ceremony represents both a commitment to patient-centered care and to the trust society places on you as a professional. I know you've been in class for 6+ weeks, and you just came off a very, very busy week. How you doing? You all right? So I want you to just take a moment, take a breath, be present right now. You've chosen a profession that asks not only for your head and your hands, but also your heart. Physical therapy isn't just about muscles and movement. It's about restoring dignity. It's about rebuilding lives. It's meeting people where they are. Throughout this curriculum, you'll learn how to assess, you'll learn how to apply, you'll learn how to advocate. Perhaps most importantly, you'll learn how to listen. You'll learn how to be present. You'll learn how to be here, now. The insights and skills you're going to gain over the next 2.5 years, they will serve you not just for these 2.5 years, but long, long after your final exams are over. Physical therapy is a profession that offers a lifetime of satisfaction. I know I've said this to you before, so bear with me. You are going to be able to treat people from geriatrics to pediatrics, from the ICU to home. That is an amazing breadth of care. Throughout my 30+ years as a PT, I've always been happy. How many people can say that about their 30+ career, that they've been happy? I love what I did when I graduated in 1992. How many of you were alive in 1992? I loved what I did in 1992. I love what I do now in 2026. How many people get to say that? I hope you get to say that. I love being a PT. Steve Jobs, Apple, once said, "You've got to find what you love. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life." When you think about it, I have spent more time at work sometimes than with my wife and with my family. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is and do great work is to love what you do. I hope you love what you do. As you reach the proverbial halfway point of your first semester, you've done a lot of great work. It's been hard work.
Requires the second largest in the world behind only that.
The PT curriculum is rigorous. No end of story, period. It's tough. We know you will accomplish this work. I hope you are loving the work that you are doing. To the class of 28, you have reached this milestone. Embrace today, celebrate today, be present today. This program will challenge you. We hopefully will inspire you. We hope we will prepare you to serve your patients, your profession with excellence. Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give."
Resist.
Congratulations.
It was clear exactly how many soldiers.
All right.
Military asset the French
Thanks,
had.
Dan. Next, I would like to welcome to the podium Dr. Jackie Burning, Chair of the Health Science Department in the Bethel College of Nursing and Health Sciences.
They also have about 120,000 soldiers, although no one knows exactly how trained they are, or most crucially, what got them around.
Dan, I think I've got you beat. 36 years here at UCCS. So, as mentioned, I'm a faculty, a professor here at UCCS. I'm also chair of the Health Science Department, of which the DPT is housed in our department, housed in the College of the Johnson Bethel College. What I love about this is that you get to experience this wonderful building that we have called the Hybl Building. If any of you are from Colorado Springs, it's named after William J. Hybl, who was very active with the Olympic Committee and very active with exercise, activity, and sports. So we proudly bear his name. So first of all, I'd like to thank all of you for coming and welcome class of 2028 and their family and friends. You know, this white coat ceremony is a traditional ritual for a lot of healthcare professions, but I think your relationship as a PT is different and distinct than any other kind of medical profession, right? In many clinics, you're going to trade this white coat for a polo shirt, all right? Scrubs in some cases, right? Or even athletic gear. So you have to be freely able to move and work with your patients. Today is also not about the physical fabric, right? It's about the invisible weight and the profound privilege that this coat represents for your moments in the future here. When a patient looks at you in this coat, they do not see a student or a clinician, they see hope. Right? They see the person who will help them take them their first steps after a stroke, right? Stand without pain after surgery, or reclaim the independence that they feared was lost forever. As physical therapists, you have a unique space in healthcare, while others, providers, may see patients for mere minutes. You're going to spend hours with your patients and multiple weeks after week after week. You will see them and witness their deepest frustrations, their sweat, and their tears. Because of this, your primary diagnosis, as Dan had mentioned, isn't a tool, isn't MRI, isn't a goniometer, right, or a manual muscle test. It's your primary tool is your presence. While the white coat symbolizes scientific excellence, it demands human connection. When you enter a clinic, listen to your patients' stories. Listen to what they love, what they fear, and what they miss doing. That deep empathy is where true rehabilitation takes place, right? Looking at this coat, some of you might say, well, wait a minute, why are we getting this now, right? You may be thinking that, right? That I don't understand why we're getting this now. You don't even know any of the therapies or the protocols, what's going on, right? So let me let you in on a secret, right? So you are going to be exposed to some of the greatest, I think, faculty that we have in both of our campuses, right? It doesn't signify that you finished you're at the finish line, right? It signifies, this coat signifies that you are worthy of entering into the practice. It means that your faculty trust your character. They trust your intellect. Your work ethic begins to learning from your faculty and your future patients, right? Embrace the discomfort that you have for the last 6 weeks. And particularly, I think I always hear about anatomy. So, right? But But take that, right? Take that discomfort of learning and move yourself to the next level, right? Lean on your peers, lean on your faculty. They're here to help you. And the faculty, I think, is just absolutely outstanding here. When you put this coat on in a few minutes, remember the people sitting in the rows behind you, your family, your partners, your friends who've supported you through, late night studies, anatomy, practicals, and stressful exams. You didn't get here alone, and you will not walk the path alone either. Wear this coat with humility. Treat the patients, not the diagnosis. Celebrate the millimeter of progress, because a millimeter for your patient is success. It takes, and know that they're moving in the right direction, right? Hold yourself to the highest clinical standards, but never forget the warmth and encouragement that patients need just as much as you need your manual skills. Class of 2028, the classroom portion of your journey has prepared you prepared your mind. Today, the ceremony prepares your purpose. We're incredibly proud of you. We are honored to welcome you into the healthcare community and be a part of UCCS. And we cannot wait to see the thousands of lives that you will transform with your minds, your hearts, and your hands. Congratulations.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Burning. Finally, I would like to welcome to the podium Elizabeth Eber, President of the Class of 2026, and Kira Donahue, President of the Class of 2027.
Hello, everybody. I only have 2 years here, so I definitely don't even touch 32 or 36. But my name is Elizabeth. I'm the president of the 2026 hybrid cohort. And I want to start by congratulating all of you for not only getting into the program, but completing your first immersion. Being part of the 2026 cohort means that I was sitting right where you all were 2 years ago, stressed out of my mind, wondering how I was going to get through this thing I signed myself up for. Everyone says PT school is hard, but no amount of preparation is going to give you a realistic idea of how it is starting out. When we hear the phrase PT school is hard, it often feels like it's devaluating what we're going through, when in reality that's meant to be empowering. But we often hear PT school is hard, get over it, you signed up to do this. But it could be instead an empowering part of the story. As you all know, the students we're celebrating today joined the hybrid program, meaning they're doing the majority of their learning online, but every 6 weeks they come here to learn hands-on skills and take their exams. So being hybrid, you don't meet anyone until 6 weeks into the program. So to give you a visual of my experience, the first 6 weeks was sitting in a room by myself, trying to navigate a lot of content with no reference if I was the only one struggling or not. And my poor husband was trying to learn how to cook, because that's normally what I did. And if you asked me to do anything other than study anatomy, I was most likely going to be in tears. Fast forward 6 weeks is the first day of immersion, and we're so excited to meet one another, but also quite nervous as this week is the first round of exams. That day started with introductions from professors, and our program director, Dan Malone, said something that stuck with me to this day. As a student that didn't know if I could get through the program, he said, "I know that this program is hard. I know that you're starting to feel like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm here to say you wouldn't be here if we didn't think that you could make it. They chose you to be part of this program because they knew that you could do this." So as someone who has been in your shoes, wondering if I was the only one struggling, I can say that no student has gone through this program without it. Although they go through it, it wasn't easy in the slightest. So if you feel like this program is hard, it doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. You're just part of life that people quit. You're in the hardest part, not because the content or the workload is the hardest, but because the excitement of starting is over and the clarity of finishing is too far ahead. With that, I want to welcome you to the messy middle, where it's normal to have thoughts of, maybe I can't do this. If I was meant to do this, maybe it should have came naturally to me. The messy middle is where people quit, not because they're not capable, because they're mistaking self-doubt for doing it wrong. So hear me when I say you can do this. Out of almost 1,300 applicants, the 38 of you were chosen to do this because they knew that you could do it. So with that, I'm going to encourage you to do 2 things. First, take the statement, "This program is hard," and turn it into something that's empowering to you, because in reality, it's meant to be. It's not, "This program is hard, get over it." It's, "This program is hard. It's completely valid to be overwhelmed. This program is hard. The emotional response you're having to it is appropriate. This program is hard, but you were handpicked to be here, and we have full faith that you're going to make it." 2, I would encourage you to take in every moment. We live in a society that's constantly looking forward to the next thing. Don't be the person that's only looking ahead without giving yourself credit for everything you've done before. I think we should give them some credit for taking an exam 5 hours ago in a cadaver lab. I know it doesn't feel like it now, but before you know it, you'll be where I am, about to graduate, wishing you could go back to that first immersion that was extremely stressful, yet at the same time felt like summer camp. So whether it's right now or later, I encourage you to take a moment and give yourself credit for how far you've made it, despite the outcomes of this lab immersions and the test that you just took. Think about how incredible it is that all your hard work for many years brought you here. But if I can leave you with one thing, remind yourself what a blessing it is to be exhausted in the pursuit of a challenge of your own choosing. Thank you. Congrats again. Nice.
Elizabeth's amazing. All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kira Donahue, and I'm the president of the 2027 hybrid cohort. You made it through your first immersion. How exciting. I remember being in your shoes just a year ago. You're in a new chapter of your life, surrounded by new classmates in this new hybrid program. There's so much possibility around you right now. I want to start off with a story. In August last year, I attended a dance event in Denver with a friend. After, we were walking through Cheeseman Park on our way to another friend's rock show. My heart was so full in that moment from moving my body, from quality time with friends, from good food we found. Sure, I had to do a lot of planning to fit that in with school. As we were walking, my friend looked at me and said, "This is what showing up is about. This is community." And that became the theme of my year. After he said that, I paused and thought about all the ways that I'd been showing up. I was showing up for class, I was showing up for my friends, for my health, for life. This hybrid program gives me the flexibility to show up for events like that. It even gave me the ability to show up for my brother when he was hospitalized last March without falling behind in class. This pathway facilitates showing up. Through this program, there's so many ways to show up. It prepares us to show up for our patients, to show up as professionals, gives us opportunities to show up for communities. One such opportunity, Rusty Gloves, is one that I'm most involved with. Rusty Gloves is a boxing class for people with Parkinson's disease in Boulder and gives them a fun way to manage their condition while building community. The gym graciously incorporated CUPT's volunteers and class leaders, and we really make a difference for these folks. When I first volunteered last year, the boxing gym staff told me that PT hadn't shown up all summer, and that broke my heart. The sign-up list was sparse. So the class was so fun and so fulfilling, and I've been volunteering with them for a year now. Every single weekend, the participants let us know how much volunteering means to them. One participant confided in me how horrible it is living with this condition, that he shakes constantly, he can't escape it. I told him, "I'm so glad you're here." And he perked up, saying that this class helps him and that we help them so much. Whenever I'm tired and struggling to muster up the motivation to go to class or to go to clinic or to other events, I think about that moment. It's those moments that are worth showing up for. There's a plethora of other opportunities, like the new Mission Medical Center in Colorado Springs. It's a pro bono clinic for uninsured people. That's huge. There's opportunities to educate high schoolers about PT as a career anywhere you live. I know we're hybrid and come from all sorts of places. You can be involved. There's opportunities to go to the Capitol to advocate for a profession or our patients, to attend national conferences. My message to you is to show up. You're in a new pathway that you get the opportunity to help shape. Now, some of you are probably very excited to create new things for the pathway. And I also want to say that we can't ask for new opportunities if we don't show up for the ones that we already have. Don't let there be any more empty slots. Show up to class prepared and engaged. Show up for your classmates who organize events. Show up for the community. Doing so will make you more rounded clinicians with more experiences to help with your patients. I did some math. Say you work a 40-hour work week and see 10 patients per day. That's 50 patient encounters a week, roughly 2,500 patient encounters per year. As PTs, we have the privilege of getting to know patients over weeks or months. I just got back from my clinic rotation, and I had multiple people tell me every day how much of an impact my treatment had on them. Scale that to a year, to a lifelong career. We have the immense privilege of showing up for people, getting to know them, giving them their lives back. You all showed up this week, and I'm so excited to see the impact you, as our future colleagues, will make. Congratulations again.
The board advocate this.
Thank you.
The outline plan is not simply to approach.
All right. Thank you both so much. I appreciate those words of inspiration. In today's fast-paced and rapidly changing world, it can be easy to go through the motions during events like this. Some even argue that an oath is morally meaningless unless we reflect on where we've come from, commit to being fully present, as we've heard from many of our speakers today, and dream about who we want to become. Your professional journey is not about looking or acting like a physical therapist. It is a journey of becoming and fulfilling the responsibilities bestowed upon us by the public. William Sullivan defines a profession as an organized, service-based occupation founded upon formal knowledge and skill. The individuals within are those who are learned, licensed, and supported by a collegial organization of peers. Joining a health profession is about committing to something larger than yourself. Today's ceremony celebrates this privilege we have in transforming the lives of our patients and recognizes the responsibility we have in improving the health of society. When we think about the white coat or the pin within this context, it could be easy to question, well, isn't this just a coat? Isn't it just a pin? On the contrary, the white coat or pin you wear today signifies your formal entry into the physical therapy profession. Patients associate the white coat with integrity, compassion, and competence, and trust that the person wearing it will act ethically and communicate honestly. As you don either the white coat or pin, I invite you to reflect on your journey, why you have chosen this profession, and what this commitment means to you. This marks the first step toward realizing your professional identity. Relatedly, when we think of the oath, it could be easy to question, well, aren't these just words? On the contrary, words carry power. They convey stories and serve as an important connector between people. When we take the time to listen and reflect, we're better able to understand our patients' lived experiences and elevate their voice within the healthcare team. Because of this, we must listen with intent and choose our words carefully. Dr. Denise Wise defines an oath as a vocal, solemn promise made in the presence of others, signifying the binding nature of the promise made. The words comprising the oath you'll recite today were carefully selected by our faculty. They serve as a powerful reminder of the commitment you are making to yourself, the profession, as well as society. We encourage you to embark on this journey toward becoming a health professional, a doctor of physical therapy, by deeply considering the words you say today. If you choose to live by them, you will change lives, including your own. So listen intently and choose your words carefully. In a few moments, we'll recognize each member of the class of 2028. And to help us do this, I would like to welcome to the podium Dr. Jeremy Graber, faculty advisor for the class of 2028.
Thank you, Dawn. Pleasure to be here. These students have worked incredibly hard to get here. Among the students in this cohort, there are many differences. Some live here in the Springs, others live far away. Some are recent graduates, and others are embarking on a second or a third career. And while we celebrate these differences, we also recognize commonalities, a desire to enter into the physical therapy profession and serve others with the highest standards of ethical and practical conduct. Together, they will form the foundation of a collegial network within our broader profession. As I read their names, members of the class of 2028 will come to the front of the room and receive their white coat pin. I please ask that you hold your applause until the end. Vanessa Alvarez from Colorado Springs. Vanessa graduated from the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs with a Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry, as well as a Bachelor of Arts in Biblical and Theological Studies from Calvary Academy at Calvary Fellowship Fountain Valley and Reformation Bible College. Vanessa is proud of homeschooling 4 of her 5 children over 9 years, molding and preparing them to enter college and career life while setting an example of working towards her career goal. Libby Berryhill Worshik. Libby's from Laramie, Wyoming, and graduated from the University of Wyoming with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and Health Promotions. She also has a Master of Science in Kinesiology from the University of Wyoming. Libby was a member of the University of Wyoming track and cross country program for 5 years while completing both her bachelor's and master's degrees. Masha Bokorova. Masha graduated from the University of Illinois with a Bachelor of Science in Biology and a Master of Computer Science from the University of Louisville. Masha is proud of pivoting into physical therapy and surviving the journey so far, now into surviving her 3rd degree. Natalie Briggs. Natalie's from Colorado Springs and graduated from the University of Colorado Springs with a Bachelor of Exercise Science. Natalie's proud of finishing her undergrad a semester early. Michael Bruce. Michael is from Danville, Virginia. He graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering and Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from Georgia Tech and Metropolitan State University of Denver. Also has a Master of Science in Administration from Central Michigan University. Michael is most proud of being married for 32 years. He has 2 children currently serving on active duty in the military. He is a retired Air Force fighter pilot and a retired United Airlines commercial pilot. Elizabeth Busby. Elizabeth is from Madison, Alabama, graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from the University of Southern Indiana. Elizabeth is most proud of balancing Division I swimming while with leadership and service, including mentoring others and volunteering in adaptive programs while achieving top 5 marks in school history. Sergio Zeke Camacho. Sergio is from El Paso, Texas. He graduated from the University of Texas at El Paso with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, and he is proud of running the Honolulu Marathon. Jaden Claychamp. Jaden is from Aurora, Colorado. He graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from Grove City College, and Jaden is proud to have summited 17 of Colorado's 14ers. Anna Dosh. Anna is from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and graduated from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science. Anna is a proud exercise professional as an exercise professional as a certified personal trainer and kickboxing instructor, and would like to take her career to the next level as a physical therapist. And then, although she's unable to join us today, we'd like to recognize Leah Davis Rios from Tampa, Florida. She graduated from Missouri Valley College with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science and a Master of Science in Sports Science and Rehabilitation from Logan University. And Leah's proudest accomplishments include raising boys, earning her master's degree, and helping patients recover and thrive as an exercise physiologist in cardiac rehabilitation. Desiree Delgado is from El Paso, Texas. Desiree graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology with a concentration in athletic medicine from the University of Texas at San Antonio, as well as a Master of Arts in Teaching English as a Second Language from the University of Texas at San Antonio. Desiree is most proud of being raised by a strong woman, becoming a strong woman, and marrying a strong woman. Jonah Doyle. Jonah is from Berthoud, Colorado. He attended Hastings College and got his Bachelor of Arts in Exercise Science, and Jonah is proud of playing college basketball. Spencer Harris. Spencer is from Fountain, Colorado. He graduated from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science, and Spencer is proud to be a personal trainer for a little over 2 years now. Kelsey Hines. Kelsey is from Longmont, Colorado. Graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from Concordia University, Nebraska, and Kelsey is proud of scoring for her team at the conference cross-country championship race. Mahaley Lee. Mahaley is from Durango, Colorado. Graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Engineering from the University of Colorado at Boulder. Mahaley is proud of completing her Norwegian language level A2 certification. Tetsuzo Hokari. Tetsuzo is from Eugene, Oregon. Graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. He is proud of recently getting engaged to his fiancee, Hannah. Rochelle Johnson. Rochelle is from Phoenix, Arizona. Graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Urban Planning from Arizona State University. as well as a Master of Exercise Science and Sports Performance from the American Military University. Rochelle is most proud of through living abroad, working with the YMCA and U.S. Air Force, and proud of her ability to connect authentically and support individuals from various populations and cultural backgrounds. Cody Kegley. Cody is from Yale, Michigan. He has his Bachelor of Science in Applied Exercise Science from the University of Michigan. And Cody is most proud of winning the college basketball championship, being a manager for the Michigan men's basketball team, and moving across the country to Colorado post-graduation. Luke MacArthur is from Eugene, Oregon. And Luke has a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and Health Promotion from the University of Wyoming. And Luke's most proud of Luke's University of Wyoming Honors College capstone research was recently published in the Journal of Sport Behavior. Mia McLaughlin. Mia is from Telluride, Colorado. She has a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology from Lewis and Clark College. And Mia is most proud of after 12 years of a professional career since undergrad, she worked hard to take prereqs, plan a wedding, and achieve her dream of going back to PT school. She also made the CFQFs. Finley Otley. Finley is from Wenatchee, Washington. She has her Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology from Oregon State University. And Finley is most proud of working full-time as a ski patroller and an avalanche mitigation team member, mastering explosives, snow safety, and providing expert patient care in a high-risk environment.
Yeah.
Dan Rivera. Dan is from Burlington, North Carolina. He has a Bachelor of Science in Sports and Health Sciences from the American Military University. And Dan's proud of his 11 years of active duty military service to the United States. Additionally, he's proud of completing a 50-mile ultramarathon and becoming an ultra-endurance runner. Sienna Rivera. Sienna is from Colorado Springs, Colorado. She graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology from the University of North Dakota. Sienna is proud of her experience as a figure skater for the University of North Dakota hockey cheer team during her undergraduate studies, demonstrating discipline and teamwork. Ashley Rowley. Ashley is from Denver, Colorado. Went to University of Colorado Springs to earn a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science, and Ashley is proud of being a first-generation college student. Elena Salve. Elena is from Monument, Colorado. Graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. And Elena is proud of her involvement in her local church ministry, where she serves and supports younger children by helping create a positive, encouraging environment for their growth and development. Benjamin Schleiper. Benjamin is from Lakewood, Colorado. He graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from the University of Northern Colorado, as well as a Master of Science in Exercise Physiology from the University of Northern Colorado. One of Ben's coolest accomplishments is skiing in 2 different countries in one day. Ainsley Smallwood from Littleton, Colorado. Ainsley earned a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology at Arizona State University. And Ainsley is proud to have completed her Bachelor of Science degree and is dedicated to pursuing a career in healthcare. Lily Sofer. Lily is from Franklin, Tennessee, and earned her Bachelor of Science in Recreation and Sports Management from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. And Lily is proud to be the first woman in her family to pursue a doctorate degree. Alicia Tafoya. Alicia is from Kalispell, Montana, and graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from Montana State University. Alicia takes pride in the family she's built with her husband, Grant, as well as in helping her clients and patients achieve healthier lifestyles. Catherine Tansel. Catherine is from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. And she's most proud of coaching disabled youth soccer players, helping them build confidence, skills, and a love for the game in an inclusive sporting environment. Elise Torville. Elise is from Colorado Springs, Colorado, graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. And Elise is proud of her work as a fitness instructor in the Colorado Springs community. And she's one summit away from having climbed all the mountains above 14,000 feet in Colorado. Ann Walker. Ann is from Erie, Colorado, and graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology from the University of Colorado Boulder. Ann is a proud mother of 2 teenagers and recently celebrated 22 years of marriage. She was magna cum laude graduate from CU and has dedicated over 5,000 hours of volunteering with Young Life. Matthew Wildman. Matthew is from Colorado Springs, Colorado. He earned a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education from Taylor University, and he is proud of his community of friends and family, and especially his wonderful wife Claire, who has loved and supported him every step of the journey to PT school. Sophie Wingert. Sophie is from Boulder, Colorado. Graduated with a Bachelor of Exercise Science and Sports Science from Point Loma Nazarene University, And Sophie is proud of playing collegiate volleyball in San Diego and completing her yoga teacher training in Bali. Krista Woodard. Krista is from Cypress, Texas, earned a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science from Milligan University. And Krista is proud of competing in collegiate golf all 4 years of her undergraduate degree. Taylor Wright. Taylor is from Loveland, Colorado, earned a Bachelor of Science in Biology from Dordt University. And Taylor is proud of spending a gap year in an orphanage in Belize, where she built meaningful relationships with children and supported their daily care and development. Jordan Young. Jordan is from Johnstown, Colorado, earned a Bachelor of Science in Health and Exercise Science at Colorado State University. And Jordan is proud of getting his bachelor's degree and honored by his family and the support they have given him. He couldn't have made it here without them. Helene Zacamolpa Vasquez from Durango, Colorado, graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise Physiology at Fort Lewis College, as well as a Bachelor of Arts in Public Health at Fort Lewis College. Helene is proud to be a certified medical interpreter who uses bilingual skills to support underserved communities in accessing essential services. She's also a first-generation college graduate. Please join me in welcoming the CU Physical Therapy class of 2028.
Regardless of trumpets, just us tonight. Such a sad coming.
I invite the class of 2028 to please rise and don your white coat or pin. These are important symbols of trust and should serve as a reminder that patients and members of the public will look to you for your knowledge and expertise, and they will expect you to act with integrity, serve with compassion, and communicate honesty. And now, you will recite your professional oath, marking your formal transition and commitment to the physical therapy profession. In the presence of family, friends, classmates, and faculty, and in the view of the honored profession of physical therapy. Well,
I will strive for improved quality of life for all my patients. I will strive to approach each patient with compassion, encouragement, respect, and patience. I will respect the rights, knowledge, and skills of other colleagues and healthcare professionals, and seek consultation whenever the welfare of the patient may be advanced. I will strive to be a lifelong learner, seeking to advance my own knowledge. I will approach each day with my future in mind and look to faculty, mentors, and colleagues to guide me towards my professional goals. With this oath, I freely accept all the obligations and the many rewards in the practice of physical therapy. Having spoken these words, I am prepared to embark on a professional education program that will guide me towards my goal of becoming a doctor of physical therapy. You just take.
once again, congratulations and welcome to the CU Physical Therapy Program class of 2028. Please join us for a reception to celebrate this important milestone.